glad everyone was able to make it. I'm sorry about the short notice. Basically, I have a lot of important stuff to go over, but before we get to anything, very special announcement to make. Now, next week, I'm sorry, everybody. Excuse me. I do have to take this call real quick. I'll be right back. Hold on. Hello.
Oh, hey, man, I'm glad you picked up. It's me. I'm back.
Yeah, I had a feeling that wouldn't last more than one episode. So, what kind of crazy idea do you have for me this time for a script?
Oh, God, nothing crazy this time. I just want you to adapt the Stephen King novel, It.
What? But that book is like over 1,000 pages. There's no way I could turn that into a 2-hour film.
Oh, not to worry. I don't want to make this into a film.
Oh, thank God. Oh, you had me worried there for a second.
We want you to adapt it into a miniseries.
Well, sure, yeah, a miniseries. Well, yeah, that wouldn't be too bad. I mean, yeah, I could easily turn that into like a 6-episode series. Yeah, that'd be fine.
Oh, God, you're such a kidder. No, it's only going to be 2 episodes. With a running time of about 3 hours combined.
3 hours? Total? But,
Yeah, that's what I just said, right? Easy.
I'm sorry. I have to go now. What? Oh, well, there was nobody. Nobody at all. I'm sorry, everybody. I have to go take a bath now.
Not to worry. I make this into a film.
So it's come down to this. Write the script, or don't write the script. Write the script and lose my mind, or don't write the script or anything ever again. Right? Don't write. Right? Don't write. Oh, fuck this. I'm going with option 3.
All right, man. You're worrying me. You're finally arrived. And look in your eyes tells me you either have a script or you're hungover. Or both.
Well, yes, to both, actually. I'm warning you right now, you owe me for this one. I don't care if you like the script or you don't like the script. If you make it or you don't make it, you owe me for this. I'm going to collect in the very near future.
Ooh, that almost sounded ominous. I mean, like a preschooler threatening Rambo with a pacifier, but still a little ominous. But not quite. Anyway, I'm sure your script sounds much scarier.
Here.
All right. Let's go over this descent into madness and just see how it goes. So, how do we start?
By having it kill a little girl.
Ooh, that's chipper.
Push the spider out.
What kills the little girl?
It.
What is it?
What kills the little girl?
I just asked you that.
Stop. Just stop right there. If we keep this up, we're going to be here all freaking day. Look, the novel is called It, which refers to the villain in the story. The villain is a shape-shifting creature that kills children. Because the villain can look like anything, the villain is referred to as It by the characters.
Okay. This is getting as confusing as watching a Chris Hemsworth film and trying to convince myself that I'm straight. Can you give it a name, please?
Well, one of the most common forms the creature takes is Pennywise the Dancing Clown.
Perfect! We'll just call the villain Pennywise. And more importantly, we, and what I mean by that is me, will not get confused. Wait, a dancing clown? That sounds about as much fun as a slow root canal with a fingernail file. Tell me he doesn't dance in every single scene we see him in.
No, he never dances.
Huh. Then why the hell do you call him a dancing clown?
Because that is what he is called in the book.
And you couldn't find a way to get him to dance at least once? I mean, maybe if you played the chicken dance. Everyone dances to the chicken dance. Because we're keeping the name, there has to be some way to get this clown to dance.
Not if you want this thing to be only 3 hours long.
I don't think dancing takes that long. Back to the sunshine and the lollipops. So, Pennywise is off the little girl, you say? Go on.
The cops are unsure what could have killed the girl, as they only found pieces of her left. But the local librarian, Mike, suspects that it might be related to the 6 other children that have been either murdered or have gone missing. He tells this to the police, and the police just think he's crazy.
I'm just a concerned citizen, Chief. And I call 6 kids missing or dead a major cause for alarm here.
Maybe just a rash or runaways. Kids get itchy feet.
Right. A 5-year-old in a toy car gets itchy feet. What, a 7-year-old trots down to Acapulco for a wild weekend?
So what you're telling me is the only real detective in this entire town is the local librarian.
Basically, Mike then finds a picture of a little boy and decides it is time to call in the others.
What others? Ooh, or is that like the name of his band? And if so, I would love to see a movie about a band that drives around the country solving murders. You know, like Scooby-Doo, but entertaining.
No, he's talking about his childhood friends.
Well, that's anticlimactic.
Actually, this is how we're going to tell the story of the past in the first half of the miniseries. He's going to call them up, and as they each get the phone call, they'll have a flashback reminding them of something that happened to them as children.
That sounds very confusing and disjointed. Why not just tell the story the way it is in the book?
Because you only gave me 3 hours to tell this fucking story. I had to take out huge chunks of the story just to be able to get it fit in your small, tiny little time frame. So to make it less obvious that things are missing, I am saying the flashbacks are their memories, and we're only seeing some of the memories to explain all the stuff I had to leave out.
Actually, that's a good idea. Seeing little Timmy thinking about his first chubby he got during math class would not be entertaining. Now stop bitching about it and tell me about these characters. Who do we got first?
First up is Bill. He is a famous horror writer.
So our first character is Stephen King.
Basically, he's eating dinner with his wife when he gets the call, and we get a flashback showing that Bill had a younger brother named Georgie, who on a rainy day wanted Bill to play outside with him. Bill gives him a boat to play with instead, which is all fun and games until the boat goes down a sewer drain. Georgie's upset until he meets Pennywise.
Hi, Georgie.
Why would he not be upset anymore? Pennywise is the bad guy, right?
Well, yeah, but Georgie starts to relax around him because Pennywise acts like a regular clown. When he's not acting creepy as fuck.
Do they float?
Oh, yes. They float, Georgie. They float.
Oh, so he's like my uncle. Anyway, wait, if he's acting creepy, why doesn't the kid just run away?
Because Pennywise offers to give him back his boat. So Georgie reaches in to grab it, which is when Pennywise bites into his arm, ripping it off, forcing Georgie to crawl away with one arm before Pennywise drags him into the sewers to finish the job.
Whoa! Pull the e-brake on the blood train, Mr. Morbid. We can't show that. This is a TV miniseries, as in fit for television. You need to rewrite that scene so we have 100% less blood, 0 dismemberment, and no eating of children.
Fine, I guess we could have Pennywise grab the kid's arm and have him start going toward him with a mouthful of sharp teeth.
Oh, so like my ex-wife. Perfect. I like the idea of sharp teeth thing. A great way to say, I'm totally going to eat you, without showing it on screen.
So Bill decides he has to get back to Derry, telling his wife that his brother was murdered and pretty much nothing else. This brings us to our next character, Ben, who is a famous architect that just won an award, but he's more concerned with telling the beautiful woman that's with him that he used to be fat.
Would you believe I used to be fat?
I bet you were real cute.
No, not just fat, but a regular butterball. You bet your fern I was. We used to say that as kids. You bet your fern. But I was FAT.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, so like me, used to be fat. Wait, why is that important? Was that in the book?
It was, and it's important because when we will be more willing to believe his child actor and him are the same person at different ages. Regardless, he gets the call about Pennywise being back, and we get a flashback about when he first moved to Derry and met his nemesis.
Okay, Pennywise is just like an evil demon creature thing, right? Does he really qualify as anybody's nemesis?
Oh, I didn't mean Pennywise. I'm talking about Henry, the school bully.
Right. Stephen King novel. There has to be a bully. So, how come this bully is going after Ben? I mean, does he piss the guy off or something?
Oh no, Henry hates him because he's fat.
Huh. So like my 8th grade gym coach.
Look at that gut.
Wait, what?
Yeah, he doesn't like how fat he is, so he goes after him, going so far as to have his buddies grab him to allow him to take a knife and carve his name in his gut like a flashy jack-o'-lantern.
Sweet Mother Mary, my friend. I already told you we can't do that. Made for TV equals no tum-tum carving. What we're going to do is have the guy take his knife and put it really close to the kid's belly button. That'll be plenty scary for TV.
It's payback time, piggy.
Fine. Ben gets away and meets Bill and another kid named Eddie. Sometime later, Ben hears his father calling him, which is strange because we actually established earlier that his father was a military man who died. So he follows the voice to a sewage treatment plant where he sees his father suddenly morph into Pennywise before his corpse reaches out of the water and grab him.
What movie do you think we're making? The Thing? You can't morph the guy. We don't have the money to morph the guy. There's no budget. Look. We'll have the father in his uniform. We'll slap some pom-poms on him. And give the guy a bunch of balloons. People will get the idea.
You want a balloon, Ben? They float. They all float.
Come here, son. You'll like it down there.
You'll never have to grow up.
And what are you going to do about the corpse?
Oh, the corpse? We'll leave that in there. I mean, you know, we gotta have something scary, right? You know, that's what people want.
Float. They all float.
So, what kid is next?
Next is the only girl in the group, Beverly, who has become a famous fashion designer.
Okay, I'm sensing a theme here. What the hell happened after these kids left Derry? They all won the fucking lottery?
Their successful lives outside of Derry is supposed to show the contrast from their rather unpleasant childhood inside of Derry, but that isn't important. What is important is that Beverly gets the call and decides to go to Derry, but her abusive boyfriend decides to slap her around to show her who's boss.
That was Mike Hanlon on the phone. You remember the call at work today? He's an old dear friend. I have to...
Shut up. That's what you have to do. Just shut up.
Well, screw that. This is when she rips off his cock and beats him over the head with it. Again and again and again until we see a mushroom-shaped bruise. And he says, no, please stop. I gotta...
No, stop, no.
Oh.
Calm down.
Okay. Well, she at least needs to knock him the fuck out with extreme prejudice and get the hell out of there.
Which is exactly what she does.
Not ever again!
Listen to me. If you ever come near me again, I will kill you. Do you understand? I will kill you.
On the car ride to the airport, she remembers her childhood and suddenly remembers that her father was abusive, just like her boyfriend.
Okay, that's a little more serious than, where did I put my keys? How does somebody forget that?
We're saying that when you leave Derry, you forget everything that happened there. Kind of like the entire town is under the influence of it.
Was that in the book?
Yes, it is, actually. Anyway, Beverly runs away and is consoled by Ben, who has a crush on her, and he introduces her to the other guys, and she seems to get a crush on Bill.
Oh, God. Now you're turning this into a daytime soap opera. And a love triangle. They're kids!
You don't know the half of it.
What?
Never mind. It's not important. Just like the others, she also has an encounter with Pennywise. She hears something in the sink, and when she gets closer, a balloon comes out of the drain, and when it pops, it sprays blood everywhere.
Come closer, Beverly. We all want to meet you. We love Flo.
Wait, you said just like the others, but Bill didn't have an encounter. That was his brother.
Oh, right, yeah. Bill was looking at old photos, and a picture of Georgie winks at him before bleeding profusely.
You, my friend, have an unhealthy obsession with blood and things bleeding. Are you aware of that?
Thank you.
Oh, God, that wasn't a compliment. Stop looking at me like I look at a bucket of chicken from KFC.
Next, we move on to Eddie. Since leaving Derry, he has become
a wealthy something or other that gets a phone call and remembers an encounter with Pennywise. This is getting really predictable.
It's supposed to be. This isn't about shocking the audience. It's about introducing the characters. So, Eddie is a successful owner of a limo company, and he remembers that he encountered Pennywise in the school shower.
Oh, no. Nothing good ever happens in a high school shower. Ever. I still have flashbacks to all the towels and the flipping and the welts and the pain. Oh, the pain. But, wait. Is there going to be a bunch of other boys in there as well?
No, he's alone because his mother doesn't actually want him showering with the other kids, and she thinks he's going to get their germs.
Oh, God, this lady's an idiot. Newsflash, sweetheart. He sure as hell can get germs from just being in the class with the other kids. In fact, the shower's probably the one place he's less likely to get germs.
Regardless, the gym teacher makes him take a shower, which is when Pennywise makes the showers start spewing out hot water, and all the shower heads start to chase after him.
Seriously?
In the book, it was leper, which I didn't think you'd be able to pull off with the effects budget.
Okay, fair enough. Go on.
Yeah, so Pennywise comes out of the drain, and
he can show him his sharp teeth. I knew that idea was going to come in handy.
Fine. Shows his sharp teeth.
Here I am, Wheezy.
We then go to the next character, Richie, who has become a famous stand-up comic who gets the call to come back to Derry.
Was this how it was in the book? We don't want to change too much.
No, it isn't the same in the book. In the book, Richie became a disc jockey.
Oh, yeah. DJ. There's a profession. I think we'll make him a stand-up comic. It makes a lot more sense.
Thank you. Can I continue?
Might as well.
So, he remembers that he also had an encounter with Pennywise. He was in the basement of the school looking for the janitor when he finds the Wolfmen from the movie they'd seen recently instead. The major difference here is that he tells people.
In the basement. There's a werewolf.
But the other kids didn't tell their friends.
No, they figured that the other ones would just think they were crazy. So we then move on to the librarian Mike, who remembers how he got into the group in the first place.
Let me guess. They met after school and realized they had some quirk that all the other children had as well, and they became best friends.
No, this isn't a sitcom. Instead, it turns out the school bully, Henry, who hates fat kids, is also racist. And since Mike is black, Henry thinks it would be fun to light a cherry bomb and put it in Mike's pants.
What do you say to rocket?
Ugh! God, no! Pocket! Pocket! Don't say pants!
In your pocket.
Don't say pants. Change it to pocket. Say pants! Sounds worse.
That's because it's supposed to be way worse. Anyway, Mike gets away from them and gets chased right to where the other kids have all met, and they're talking about this scary clown they've been seeing lately.
Oh,
I'm just glad I'm not the only one who saw something.
It wasn't a clown at first. It was a werewolf.
I didn't see a werewolf, just a clown.
Man, by this point, this is a pretty decent-sized group. I mean, the bully isn't planning on fighting all of them alone, is he?
Well, he has actually got 4 friends with him, but he actually tells them they can go for today if they let him have Mike.
And they agree to that?
No, they actually throw rocks at him.
And that works?
Yeah, his 4 buddies leave like really fast.
Come on, Ballard!
And Henry, realizing he's outnumbered, decides to leave as well. But not before, threatening to kill them. A lot.
I'll kill you all.
I'll kill you all! I'll kill you all!
Okay, so that is how Mike meets the others. But has he encountered Pennywise?
I'm getting there. So they decide to call themselves the Losers Club because Henry called them that. And after telling Mike about the creature, he shows him some old pictures in a photograph book that actually show that Pennywise the clown was in town 200 years ago.
So this is to show how old the creature really is. Is this how they found out in the book?
It isn't. Anyway, the photograph book goes crazy and they suddenly find one of the photographs has come to life. And Pennywise shows up and threatens to kill them, but tells them he will drive them crazy first. Then he puts his hand through the photograph and grabs one of the kids and...
No. Not happening. Far too graphic. We'll just have his hand come out. Be like, "Ah!" That'll be plenty scary.
About as scary as a Jack-in-the-Box.
What was that?
So, Bill decides they have to kill the clown and gets everyone to agree to help him.
Which brings us to the epic showdown. Children versus clown. You know, that sounded a lot more dramatic in my head.
Actually, we now introduce the last member of the group, Stan.
I think this is crazy.
Another one? You know, if you keep going, we're going to end up with the Brady Bunch.
Actually, that was only 6 kids. We got 7. Anyway, when Stan gets the call, he remembers them going to the sewer treatment plant to kill Pennywise, but the boy Henry followed them there with 2 of his friends.
Where are they going? Down in the sewer, stupid. Yeah. And guess what? They're not coming back out?
I don't suppose there's any chance of Pennywise actually, I don't know, killing one of the bullies for a change of pace?
Actually, he does. The bullies split up and Pennywise kills one right off the bat.
You go how we went. You'll come out ahead of him, chase him back towards us.
The other 2 grab Stan and are planning on killing him, but Pennywise kills one of the bullies first.
Now, before you die.
When Pennywise comes back for the other 2, Stan runs off and Henry's hair turns white.
Finally, we have a body count. But wait, Mr. Sunshine, what does he see? Remember, this is made for TV.
We don't show you that.
Oh, I like that. Keep him in suspense and save on the budget. Good. Keep up with that.
We then had the fight with Pennywise and the kids. Pennywise grabs Stan, but Eddie uses his inhaler on the clown, telling him that it's battery acid.
This is battery acid, you slime!
Which causes the clown's face to melt. And Beverly uses a slingshot to hit the clown with a chunk of silver, which the kids believe can kill evil.
Praise God.
And all of that works?
Well, they aren't 100% certain, but they think it does, because it sounds like Pennywise is in pain and dies. However, just to be certain, they make a pact that if Pennywise is still alive, they will all come back and finish the job.
Swear to me that if it isn't dead, we'll all come back. Swear.
So much like my 1, 2, Fourth marriage. It was really, really long, and the ending wasn't the best. I guess it wasn't that bad. If you take out the long, boring talks, the nagging, everything but the boning. But wait, why did you act like the script was that hard?
What are you talking about? That was just the first half.
What?
Yeah, that's episode 1 of 2. All of that was just to introduce the characters.
Wendy, start another pot of coffee and, I don't know, maybe give me some of those stay awake pills. I feel like I'm going to need them.
She isn't here. I saw her outside with a sign protesting child labor and asking for donations to help pay for a lawyer, apparently to get you shut down.
Oh, right, her school project. I forgot. I guess I can make my own coffee. Later, though. I assume all the characters decide to scamper away to Derry so they can fight the big bad clown all over again.
Yeah, except for Stanley, he actually decided to commit suicide instead and use his blood to scrawl "it" on the wall.
Why in the hell did you do that?
Because it's in the book.
Well, that's a silly reason, but I suppose I'll let it slide this time. So, let me guess. They're going back to Derry. They're going to go to the local gun store, stock up on heavy munitions, and then go to the sewers and kick some clown ass.
No, not at all. They actually are going to a Chinese restaurant, and we have a montage of them having a good time.
Just like the United Nations. These people can't get shit done. They do realize they're here to kill an evil creature.
Well, yes, and they're also best friends who haven't seen each other for like over 20 years. So regardless, the truth of their situation does finally hit home when they open their fortune cookies.
Really? What do they get? You're about to fight an evil clown. Be sure to bring a fresh, clean pair of underwear.
No, the cookies all have horrific things inside of them, like an eyeball, a spider, blood, etc., etc.
Again with the blood. It's always blood with you. So why is Pennywise making evil fortune cookies? Why not just attack them?
Actually, Pennywise does visit each of them in different ways to scare them. He shows Bill empty graves. He reminds Eddie that his inhaler is just a placebo. He meets Richie at the library where he sprays blood on a bunch of people.
Excuse me, sir. Do you have Prince Albert in a can? You do? Well, you better let the poor guy out.
He shows up as the corpse of Ben's father, and for Beverly, he pretends to be a little old lady before becoming a corpse and talking to her with her father's voice.
I worry about you, Bevy. I worry a lot.
Okay. Wow. What is the point? Why is he wasting all his time scaring them?
Well, to convince them to leave.
But they aren't going to. If they did, we'd have a very anticlimactic miniseries.
Actually, they do think about leaving, especially when they find out that Stan committed suicide and his talking head appears in the fridge.
Stan! Sorry I'm late.
I don't know how you said that with a straight face. Is that in the book?
Really wish you would stop asking that. The group is torn about whether they should stay or not, and as they go over the fact that Pennywise seems to attack Derry every 30 years, Pennywise visits Henry, the old school bully.
You helped me once. Remember? You chased those brats. Almost got him, Henry. Almost. Don't you want another chance? You gotta go back and finish the job.
I remember that. The racist bastard who hates fat kids. What's he been up to?
Well, after his hair turned white, he confessed to all the murders, and he's been spending all these years in a mental hospital.
Couldn't happen to a nicer guy. So, why is Pennywise visiting him exactly?
Well, Pennywise convinces him to escape, and even helps him by turning into a Doberman.
You know, it might not be obvious that the Doberman is supposed to be Pennywise. Let's make it that it's Pennywise in his full clown getup with the head of a Doberman. That makes so much more sense.
In what world does that make sense?
In the world of made-for-TV.
Sounds more like the world of bullshit ideas to me.
Tomato, tomato, you know. So, what is Henry going to do now that he's loose? Grab some guns and explosive and destroy the hotel the Losers Club is at, right?
No, he goes after Mike with his old switchblade and stabs him before getting stabbed himself.
I assume this is when they decide to band together and fight the clown.
It looks that way. Mike gives Bill the 2 lumps of silver they had as kids, which he got by going back into the sewers. Bill then goes back to the hotel and everybody decides they would rather stay alive. And they just leave Derry to the creature.
God, that's a shitty ending.
Well, until Bill sees a woman that looks similar to his mother, who's teaching a boy that looks similar to Georgie to play a song on the piano that she was playing in the first flashback.
And that convinces him to go on a suicide mission to fight an evil clown with fear powers.
Yep. He gives a speech to the others and they all go down in the sewers. They find the purse that belongs to Bill's wife, letting them know that she is down there as well, which makes Bill go after her alone. But then the others catch up to him and convince him that they should all stay together.
If she is down here, there's only one way you can help her. Now you know what we came down here for, and we're going to do it.
Pennywise tries to get them to leave one more time, but they decide to fight it anyway.
Now, for if you stay, you'll lose your little mind.
They find its lair behind a small door and finally see its true form. A giant, evil-looking spider.
Okay, I know you had to make that up. There is no way Stephen King, being the prolific writer that he is, put a giant spider in this book. Why are you changing so much? Just make it more like the damn book.
The book. I am so sick of you talking about the fucking book. In a book, it isn't a little girl that dies when Mike is grown up. It's a gay man who is thrown off a bridge by a bunch of bigots that Pennywise later eats. The gay guy, not the bigots. In the book, the kids don't have lumps of silver. They make silver bullets to fight Pennywise. In the book, Henry kills Mike's dog and later kills his own father before trying to kill the other kids. In the book, the kids learn about the history of it from a talking turtle that created the universe by vomiting it up after a stomachache. In the book, the kids get lost in the sewer and are fighting Pennywise, and the only way for them to find their way out is for them to reconnect by having an orgy. So no, the script is not like the book. In all honesty, I don't think that's a bad thing.
You know, I think you might have made the right call there. Let's not talk about the book again. Ever. Please continue.
So, Bev tries to hit the spider with the silver, but its body is too hard and it just bounces off. The spider uses the light under its belly, which they call deadlights, to put everyone in a trance to allow it to kill them. But Eddie uses his inhaler again, just like he did as a kid. Now, this does disorientate the spider, letting everyone else get out of its trance, but the spider then kills Eddie for the trouble. It's ready to use its headlights again, but Bev shoots a lump of silver right into the lights, effectively wounding it. To make certain it is dead, they follow the creature and beat the shit out of it. Before ripping its heart out. No interruptions? Not going to tell me we can't do that?
At this point, after everything we put the audience through, they deserve a little gore. We'll leave the heart thing in.
So we have our happy ending with everyone leaving Derry, and they're already forgetting all the terrible things that happened. Bill finds his wife, who is still comatose, and at first decides to take her home, but then he realizes he knows just how to wake her up.
And realizing the awesome position that the gods have put him in, he leaves her there right where he found her, running to his new-found bachelor happiness. No, that's not like you at all. So how did he wake her up? Smelling salts, strong coffee, classic 80s hair metal?
Nope, putting her on his old bicycle that he had when he was a kid and driving right through traffic.
Ah, so he's trying to make sure she doesn't come back permanently so he can reclaim his happiness. Wait, that doesn't work. You're making that up.
No, actually, that was in the book, and it works. So, that was it. And honestly, I don't give a damn if you make this miniseries or not. This thing almost killed me writing it. I'm just glad it's fucking over.
I don't know if I would say it's over, per se.
What are you talking about? Stephen King never made a sequel, so don't even act like you're planning on making me write more on this shit.
No, I'm not talking about a sequel, but what I'm saying is, we float this miniseries and see if anybody likes it. And then maybe, I don't know, 10 years or so down the road, we try it again. But this time it's 2 3-hour films.
I'm just glad I'm bald, otherwise we'd have to dye my hair white at this point.
Thank you.